July 6, 1942. A few days ago, Father began talking about going into hiding. He said it would be very hard for us to live cut off from the rest of the world. He sounded so serious, I felt scared. Don't worry, Annika. Just enjoy your carefree life while you can. Carefree? I was born in Frankfurt on June 12, 1929. Because we're Jewish, my father emigrated to Holland in 1933. But Hitler invaded Holland on May 10, 1940. 5 days later, the Dutch surrendered, the Germans arrived, and the trouble started with the Jews. Father was forced to give up his business, manufacturing products to make jam. We couldn't use streetcars, couldn't go to the theater or movies anymore, couldn't be out on the street after 8 p.m., couldn't even sit in our own gardens. We had to turn in our bicycles. No beaches, no swimming pools, no libraries. We couldn't even walk on the sunny side of the streets. Our identity cards were stamped with a big black J, and we had to wear the yellow star. But somehow, life went on, until yesterday. A call-up notice from the SS. My sister Marholt was ordered to report for work in Germany to the Westerbork transit camp. A call-up, everyone knows what that means. At 5:30 this morning, we closed the door of our apartment behind us. My cat was the only living creature I said goodbye to. The unmade beds, the breakfast things on the table, all created the impression we left in a hurry. And our destination? We walked 2.5 miles in the pouring rain all the way to 263 Printing Drive, Father's office building. Our hiding place, the secret annex, is right behind it upstairs. Even though the Germans forced Father out, he still runs the office with Mr. Crowler and me, who've offered to help us while we're in hiding.
Ada! Oh, me.
Mr. Frank, thank God you arrived safely. Anna. Mrs. Frank, Marholt, you must be exhausted. If only we'd known, we would have had it all ready for you.
It's good for us to stay busy, me. As you can see, on here is my little helper.
I see that. Oh, Peter, come in.
Peter, welcome! Peter Von Dawn, children!
Welcome to the annex.
Peter, this is Anna, Marholt, and my wife, Mrs. Frank.
Forgive me, Peter. I'm not quite myself, but I'm glad you'll be joining us.
I am too. A cat! He has a cat!
The black one.
We had a cat too. I wanted to bring her, but... And our neighbors will take good care of her until we come back. It'll be great having a cat here. Won't it, Pim? Won't it be fantastic?
Anna, dear, don't get so excited. Peter doesn't know you yet.
He'll get to know me soon enough, though. It's gonna be so much fun having people around. A whole other family. Won't it, Martha? Yes. Like being on vacation in some strange kitchen or something. An adventure, romantic and dangerous at the same time.
Peter, what is it?
My parents. They were right behind me. 1 street away.
They'll be here.
You don't think they were?
Don't worry, Peter. You're just like me.
Mother's always jumping at every little thing. What's its name?
Mushy.
Mushy, Mushy. I love cats. Where'd you go to school?
They set up a technical school in someone's house. Once we were forbidden.
I had to switch from my Montessori school to the Jewish Lyceum.
I know. I saw you there.
You did?
See? What did I tell you? Now we're all here.
Just in time. We had to take the long way around. Too many police on the streets.
Welcome, Mrs. Von Dawn, Mr. Von Dawn, you are my wife, of course, and the children.
We must hurry. The workmen will be here in half an hour.
Such trouble we're causing you, Mr. Caller. After all you have done for us, and now we arrive early.
You couldn't let your daughter be taken, Mr. Frank.
Please, don't worry. We'll do everything we can to help. Now, I must run and get the ration books.
Oh, stop. Oh, wait a minute. The ration books have our names on them. People will know we're here.
Don't worry, your names won't be on them. And if you try and make a list of what you need every day, I'll try and get it for you. Every Saturday, I can do 5 library books.
5? I know what my 5 are going
according to regulation here.
Listen, the Nestor time! I love it.
Me and will come every day to see you. I've hidden a buzzer to signal when we come. Tomorrow, I'll place the bookcase in front of your doorway. Oh, one more thing. The radio.
A radio? Fantastic!
A radio! Thank God!
How did you get it? We had to turn ours in months ago.
Thank you, Mr. Collar, for everything.
Anna!
You will talk to them about the noise?
I'll tell them.
I never thought I'd live to see the day when a man like Mr. Franck had to go into hiding. Whew.
What a journey. It's a wonder we weren't arrested. Petronella walking down the street in her fur coat, carrying a hat box in the middle of summer.
What do you need another hat for?
Oh, it's not another hat. I just don't feel at home without my own chamber pot.
All right, everyone, quickly. A few things before 8. Anna, sit down, please. Now, while the workmen are in the building, between 8 and 6, we must be absolutely quiet. No shoes, no unnecessary movements, no running water. We can't flush the toilet in the water closet. The pipes go all the way down through the building and every sound can be heard.
Wait a minute. Only one toilet for all of us?
Anna! No trash can ever be thrown out, not even a potato peel. We'll burn everything in the stove at night. We can't look out a window. We can't go outside. No coughing. And if possible, no fevers. Remember, we can't call a doctor. This is the way we must live until it is over. But after 6 o'clock, we can talk, laugh, play games, just like as if we were at home. This will be our common room, the place where we have supper, like one family,
One family. I love that.
as Mr. Von Don and I discussed. This floor will be the Von Don home, the lower floor, the Franck home. I know your space is tiny, Peter, but you'll be near your parents. And besides, I'm glad you brought your cat. Meat warns us, or it could be rats.
Oh, God. Rats.
I'm sure Moochie can take care of a few rats. Come, Petronella, let's go to the attic and bring our dishes down. All our boxes are up there.
Oh, Mr. Franck. I don't know how we'll thank you. Without you, I don't know what would become of us.
You can't imagine how your husband helped me when I first came to Amsterdam. Not knowing a soul, unable to speak the language, I can never repay him. Besides, he's been an excellent business partner.
Well, that's true.
Oh, God, it's hot.
If you took your precious coat off for a minute, you'd feel a lot cooler.
Ada, you need to rest. You haven't closed your eyes since yesterday. No, you, Marco. You need to rest.
I slept, Father. Isn't that funny? Even though I knew it was the last night in my own bed.
You can sleep through anything. Now take your shoes out before you forget. You too, Peter. Shoes.
Anna, are you sure you're not too tired?
Please, Mother, I'm fine. What are you doing?
Getting rid of it.
You can't do that. They'll arrest you if you go out without your star.
It was going out. Now I don't have to be branded.
You're right. We don't need them anymore. Remember when it first started? People tried to look the other way, but somehow their eyes always landed right there. Mother sewed this on so tight.
The day they made us wear that star was the worst day of my life.
It left a mark. Do you know Hanali Helsage?
Nope.
Yogi Dewal?
He's your father's business partner.
You've heard of me. You've heard of me. I'm famous at my school.
That's true. In a way.
What do you mean?
Anna, don't bother Peter.
I'm not bothering him. Mushy, mushy.
Mushy either. Tonight, we'll have our first real supper here together.
Thank you.
He's awfully shy.
You like him. I know.
I better because he's the only boy I'm gonna see until my movie stars pay me a record. I'm gonna put them right. Wait, where's my diary? Oh, I forgot to pack a pencil.
Anna, no! You can't go down those stairs.
But it was only
Never, Anna. This is what going into hiding means. One mistake could cost us our lives.
I know.
Every day, me and Mr. Crawler will bring us food, books, their company on, their friends. And that's rare these days. If the Nazis found out they were hiding us, they'd be deported too.
Your fountain pen.
You mean your fountain pen now.
Oh, Pam, what a darling you are.
Maybe it was a mistake. All of us going into hiding together, they say that it's better for families to separate. That way, if we're betrayed or if we're caught, at least that way the children...
The children would never have understood if we separated. They couldn't handle it any more than we could have.
All those beans and potatoes upstairs, that's what we'll be eating? Not much variety, is there?
Don't listen to her. What she can do with beans and potatoes. My wife is a great cook.
Lucky for us.
Even with beans, you'll see. Oh, am I gonna miss those gourmet meals?
Oh, Pootie, stop exaggerating.
The women seem content, don't they?
Oh, you never can tell with women, but I think we'll be okay.
Good. Mrs. Von Don,
Yes.
we'll meet here tonight at 6 to start preparing supper.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, everyone. We need to be settled in now.
Are you all right, Marhola? I'm still shaking. Feel my hands. Don't worry. We're here now. They can't take you away. Yes. We're here.
Dieses Deutschland, der deutsche Volksgemeinschaft aller deutschen Stämme, das Großdeutsche Reich, sieg heil! Sieg heil!
It's the silence that frightens me most. Every time I hear a creak in the house or a step on the street, I'm sure they're coming for us. I walk from room to room, feeling like a songbird whose wings have been ripped off. It keeps hurling itself at the bars of its cage. Let me out, or there's fresh air and laughter. And then I remember the Jews who aren't in hiding, and I know we live in a paradise. We're as quiet as baby mice. Who would have dreamed quite so long would have to sit still for hours, and what's more, could. At last.
What are you writing about over there? I hope it's nothing about me. Can't I take a peek?
No, Mrs. Von Don.
Just a little peek?
Not even a little peek, Mrs. Von Don.
All right, fine. Stop. I'm first in the water closet.
Has anyone seen my shoes?
Shoes?
You took them, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're gonna be sorry.
Am I?
Definitely. Anna! Wait till I get you.
I'm waiting. Here. Ooh, you're strong, but you're not
I have to give Mushi a supper.
Can I watch?
He doesn't like people around when he eats.
I'll be quiet. Quiet as a little baby mouse. He likes mice, doesn't he?
No!
Anna, you shouldn't play with Peter like that. It's not dignified.
I don't want to be dignified.
You complain that I don't treat you like an adult, but when I do, you resent it.
I just want to have some fun. What's wrong with that boy?
He's not used to girls, especially one like our Annika. Give him some time.
How much time does he need? Come, Marho, you dance with me. I have to help with supper. Please, if we don't practice, we'll forget. All right, all right. See, everyone? Marho's the real dancer in the family. Him!
Dancing. Where's Peter?
In his room.
Oh, his father's gonna kill him if he's playing with that cat. Anna, be a dear and go get Peter for me, would you? La, la, la,
Peter! Peter!
What is it?
Your mother says to come out.
You know what your father says.
I'll feed Mushi.
All right, just give me supper and come right out.
Is that a nice way to treat your little girlfriend?
Mother, please.
Oh, look, he's blushing.
You're crazy. She's only 13.
So, you're 16. Your father's older than I am. Why, Mr. Franck, I do believe if we're here much longer, we may be related. Oh, look, I have a run right here.
Some rod.
Oh, God, I hate them.
Good evening, everyone. I'd love to stay for supper, but I'm so shy. I can hardly ever get a word out of my...
All right, I heard about you. How you talked so much in Mr. Pearson's class, he called you Miss Quack Quack. They made you write a composition. Quack, 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 said Miss Quack Quack.
Well, go on. Tell them the rest. How it was so good he read it out loud to our class and all its other classes.
I know about you. Always joking.
I don't always joke.
Always making fun of mocking people.
I don't always... You're the most infuriating boy I've ever met.
That away, Anna. You give it to him.
With all the boys in the world, I had to get locked up with you.
Quack, quack, quack. And from now on, stay out of my room.
Anna!
Excellent, Mr. Simon. Stand and laugh.
Meep's not here yet?
No, the workman only just left.
What's for dinner?
Beans.
Again? Oh, I saw you in there playing with that cat.
He was only in there for a second. He's been out here working on his French all afternoon.
Really?
How did I do in algebra?
I think we both better give up on algebra.
How did I do? How do you always do? Brilliant.
Well, you might have used the subjunctive here.
Where? Mrs. Von Don, may I try on your coat?
Anna! Oh, yes, you may. It is beautiful. My father gave me this coat the year before he died. He always bought the best money could buy.
Mrs. Von Don, did you have a lot of boyfriends before you were married?
Anna, it's not courteous to ask personal questions.
Why not? I had a throng of admirers who couldn't keep their eyes off of me.
Well, I could imagine so. I remember those boys used to be swarming around our house up in Bremerhaven. I remember the summer I was 16.
Oh, God, here we go again.
Who's talking to you? Those boys used to come to me, now, if those boys get fresh, you remember, you just tell them, remember, Mr. So-and-so, remember, I'm a lady.
Remember, Mr. So-and-so, remember, I'm a lady.
Oh, Anna, that's wonderful. Here, that's enough.
Anna, what do you have to write about that's so important all the time? How much does a 13-year-old have to say?
Just because someone's young doesn't mean they don't have anything to say, Mr. Von Down. Please, can't I have any privacy?
Petronella, could you please tell me what could possibly be so private?
Pootie, at this age, everything's private, even brushing your teeth.
Well, I hope she's not writing anything about me in that private diary of hers.
Oh, sometimes you can be so childish. Don't be ridiculous.
Still haven't finished your French? You ought to be ashamed.
I know. I'm a hopeless case.
You are not hopeless. He is not hopeless. He just doesn't have anyone to help him, like the girls do.
I'm sure his father...
No. He won't listen to me.
What do you say, Peter?
Oh, Mr. Frump, you're just an angel. I don't know why I didn't meet you before I met that one over there.
Come, Peter. Show me what chapter you're on.
Pater, you listen very carefully to Mr. Frump. He's a highly educated man.
Aren't things hard enough without you sprawling all over the place?
Pootie, if you didn't smoke so much, you wouldn't be so ill-tempered.
Am I smoking? Do you see me smoking?
You've smoked up all those cigarettes already?
One package, Maple. We brought one package.
You're smoking up our money.
Will you shut up?
Ugh!
What are you staring at?
I just never seen grown-ups quarrel before. I thought only children quarreled and wore off when you grew up.
This isn't a quarrel. It's a discussion. And I never heard children so rude before.
Rude? Me? I don't know how you...
Anna, would you please bring me my knitting? I must remember to ask meat for some more wool.
I have a library book for her to read, and I need some hairpins and soap.
Me, bring me some starch, some tea, some biscuits. A movie star magazine. Tell me all the latest news. Meet me. It's a wonder she has a life of her own. Did you know she's engaged to someone called Jan? She's crazy about him, but terrified the Nazis will send him to work in Germany. That's what they do with all the young Dutchmen these days. They pick them up.
Suppose you try keeping still for 5 minutes.
Anna, sit. Have your milk.
Talk. Chatter. It's a wonder we haven't been discovered and shot. Why do you have to show off all the time? Why can't you be quiet like you're such a marked girl? Be a good girl for once.
Not me. I'm going to be remarkable. I'm going to Paris.
Really?
You'll see. I'll be a famous writer, or singer, or dancer one day.
Oh my God! My fur coat!
Oh,
My father gave me this. Do you know how much he paid for it? Oh, I could kill you!
Petronella!
Anna! Oh, you can't behave like that.
It was an accident. Anyone can have an accident.
I'm not just talking about the coat, Anna. We are all living under great stress. But you don't see Marholt getting into arguments with Van Dams, do you?
Marhope doesn't get into arguments with anyone. Marhope's perfect.
I'm not perfect.
She's courteous. She keeps her distance and they respect her for it. Try to be more like Marholt.
And have them walk all over me? No, thank you.
They don't walk over me.
Oh, yes, they do. All over you.
I'm not worried about them walking all over you. I'm worried about you walking all over them. I don't know what happens to you. If I ever talk to my mother the way that you talk to me...
Yes, Mother. No, Mother. Anything you say, Mother. People aren't like that anymore. I can't do everything for you.
Marholt doesn't do everything for me.
Marhope. That's all I ever hear.
Anna, don't be so dramatic.
Everything she does is right. Everything I do is wrong. If I talk, I'm a show-off. Rude if I answer. Selfish if I eat too much. Stupid, cowardly, a complete disappointment. I'll never live up to your expectations. I'll never be Marhope. No!
talk over. Something that has to be decided immediately.
What is it, Mr. Crawler?
Each time we come, we try and bring a little good news. But up here, away from everything, you just can't begin to understand how bad things have gotten on the outside.
What is it?
There's a dentist, Alfred Dussel. He's Jewish, and he's living with a Christian woman. And today, he asked if I knew of a safe address. He's desperate, and I told him I would let him know.
Absolutely, Meep. Dussel. I believe we know him.
It's great news, Meep!
Yes, but where's he going to sleep? There's barely enough room for
Forgive
us.
me. I spoke without consulting you. I was just sure that we were going to be able to put...
It's just that there's so little food.
I've tried, Mr. Von Don. There are no more rations to be had.
Look, where 7 can eat, 8 can eat as well.
I hope so.
If we can save just one person, we must.
You're right. Of course, you're right.
Yes, definitely.
Good. Mr. Crawler will go to meet him then, and I will bring him up.
Tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Caller. All right, everyone, list, please.
Thank you so much.
It's fine for him to come here, but where are we going to put him? He can have my bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
Ada, you're much too kind. There's barely enough for you. Room in there for you as it is.
I know. I'll move in with you and Mother, and Dussel can have my bed.
No. Marhote will move in with us, and Mr. Dussel can have her bed.
But why?
It's the only way.
Why can't I move in?
Because it wouldn't be proper for Marhote to...
But Marhote...
Anna, please don't argue. It's settled.
That stupid Dussel with the dentist! Thinking, stupid little mother in the Marhote gets everything she wants and... As far as I'm concerned, Mother can go jump in a lake. Don't know why I've taken such a terrible dislike to her, but I can imagine her dying someday. Well, Papa's death seems inconceivable to me. It's mean of me, I know, but that's how I feel. I hope Mother will never read this, or anything else I've written. She's not a mother to me. I have to mother myself. Who can I turn to? Only my diary. I have to become a good person on my own, but I know it will make me stronger in the end. Months in the annex, and we're eagerly awaiting our latest edition. What will he be like? Meep says he's quiet, refined, and by all accounts, an excellent dentist. He's meeting Mr. Crawler at 11 sharp this morning at a certain place in front of the post office. It's all very exciting and totally nerve-wracking. What if they get caught? These last few hours are the most dangerous for a Jew who goes into hiding.
Ladies, gentlemen, it's done.
Everything went smoothly. Mr. Dussel was at the appointed place at the appointed time. He had to wear Jan's jacket over his office coat so no one would see the yellow star. He was amazed to be brought to the center of Amsterdam rather than into a country where so many hiding places are. Of course, he had no idea we were right upstairs waiting for him.
God, Mr. Frank. Otto Frank. I heard you escaped to Switzerland or Belgium or someplace.
That's what everyone thinks. The Nazis included, we hope.
We tricked them! We're so glad you've come, Mr. Dussel.
We all are very glad.
How can I ever thank you guys? Not us. Me and Mr. Crawler.
Without them, we couldn't live.
Aren't you scared, me?
Sometimes.
We're not heroes.
You're much too modest, Meep.
We just don't like the Nazis. Anything about them.
I'm sure Mr. Dussel would like to sit down after his journey. Mr. Dussel, please have a seat.
Well, let's have a little toast to Mr. Dussel.
I thought we were saving this cognac for if we became ill.
What better way to use it? To Mr. Dussel, we're honored to have you with us.
Prost.
Delicious. Too bad there's just so little of it.
I believe you and I know something in common, Mr. Dussel.
Huh?
Dr. Kinsler. He and I were friends back in the old days, in Frankfurt. What is it?
Dr. Kinsley, he was taken last month. The Beethovenstraat, they cleared the whole block.
Mr. Dussel, what's going on out there? Tell us.
All over Amsterdam, Jews are disappearing, torn from their beds in the middle of the night. God, the screams. Children come back from school and their parents are gone. Women come back from shopping. Whole families vanished. And it's impossible to escape unless you go into hiding. Thousands are being taken away, deported. The Blombergs, Professor Hollenstein. You have 5 minutes to get ready, and then pack only what you can to carry in a rucksack, and then herd it into a Jewish theater for days, sometimes weeks. And then Westerbork, the transit camp. Every Tuesday, a train leaves for the east.
Mr. Dussel, do you know the Hostars? Their daughter, Hanali and I, we've been best friends since we were born. They didn't take them, did they? No, not Hanali, it can't be!
There's a family by the name of...
No!
I'm sure Mr. Dussel would like to get settled before supper. Mr. Dussel, I'm sorry that we cannot offer you your own room, but I trust that you won't mind sharing one with my daughter.
Forgive me for upsetting you.
You had to tell us. We had to know.
Anna, why don't you show Mr. Dussel your room, please?
Amit, thank you for everything you've done.
All he said, so terrible.
Isn't very big, is it?
I've never shared a room with a man before. I hope I'll be a suitable companion. I know you'll miss the woman you live with terribly.
Charlotte and I, we'd never been apart. I couldn't tell her where I was going. I didn't even know myself.
You weren't supposed to. None of our friends knew. It would have been too dangerous. Not just for us, but for them and Charlotte.
You're a very bright young lady. I hope you'll bear with me.
I hope you'll bear with me. You seem to irritate everyone around here. What's she like? Your Charlotte?
Charming and beautiful. You like her. She's not Jewish, you know.
Oh, I know. Meat told us. That's my bed and that's my house, where you'll sleep. I know it's small and dark in here, but if you peek through the blackout window, you'll see the most beautiful chestnut tree in the world. I can't wait till it's in bloom, though. I hope the war will be over by then and we'll all be home. Did you bring all your dental equipment? I can't wait to see it. I love all those little mirrors.
It's not easy being a dentist, you know. Children don't seem to understand that.
What do you mean?
Well, nobody likes going to the dentist, and everybody makes fun of dentists. But believe me, it's no fun for us when everybody hates you.
That's awful.
Tell me something. When you're in here, where do I go? On there with those people?
And Mushi.
Mushi. Who's Mushi?
Hater's cat.
A cat! Nobody mentioned a cat to me. The kitchen in there?
Oh, you'll love Mushi. He's the sweetest cat in the world.
I hate cats. They terrify me. And they give me asthma.
Oh, well, Hayden keeps it in his room all the time.
Let us hope so. By the way, Mr. Crawler, you spoke of the schedule.
It's mainly about when you have to be quiet and when you can use the water closet. You can use it now if you need to.
No, thank you.
You don't know how important the water closet can be, especially when you're scared.
I understand, but if you don't mind, I'd like to lay down now.
Yeah. You rest, Mr. Diesel. I'll try to make you feel at home.
This is Colin Reese Parker with the BBC Radio Europe, November 12th. Yesterday, German forces entered unoccupied France. Acting quickly to counter sweeping Allied gains, Hitler sent armoured columns to occupy Vichy in France. The Vichy regime came to an end, and with it, the final pretense that part of France was a free zone.
I couldn't sleep tonight. Even after Father tucked me in, I feel wicked sleeping in a warm bed when my friends are at the mercy of the cruelest monsters to ever walk the earth. And all because they're Jews. We assume most of them are murdered. The BBC says they're gassed. Perhaps that's the quickest way to die. No matter what I'm doing, I can't stop thinking about those who are gone. All we can do is wait for the world to end. The whole world is waiting, and many are waiting for death.
Achtung! It is for today's time. 1,000 will leave west of work tomorrow for labor service in the east. No exemptions.
No! No! I won't get on the train! Don't let them take me!
For God's sake, be quiet!
I won't get on the train!
You'll get us all killed!
Anna, darling, you're here. Safe. It's okay. We're just having a dream.
These nightmares, Mrs. Frank. They're getting worse. I don't sleep anymore. I spent half my night sushing her.
No.
Every night, Mrs. Frank, every night. She's putting us all in danger.
Mr. Dussel, go back to bed. She'll be all right in a minute. Do you want some milk?
What happened?
Nightmare. Sounded like somebody was murdering her in there.
It was a bad dream, wasn't it? Do you want to tell me about it? Sometimes it helps.
No, thank you, Mother.
I'll sit right here. Try to get some rest.
I'd rather you didn't.
Good night then.
Would you ask Father to come in? Please?
Edith?
She wants you, Otto. She's still trembling. It's okay. Go to her.
It's a phase.
You weren't like this.
I'm more like you. It's not that she doesn't love you. Oh, Pam, I dreamt they broke through the bookcase, took us all away. The train whistled, Pam. The train going to the east. Did I yell terribly loud? You don't think anyone outside heard? I know what you're thinking, but I can't help the way I feel. I just don't love her.
Anna!
We don't get along. We never have, and now I hate being cooped up with her. I don't get along with anyone here. My nightmares for him, everyone hates me for having them. But I can't stop them from coming. I'm trying to change, but it's as if I'm split in half. What's good? What's bad? I don't know.
We're all having nightmares, Anna. You just let yours out. Your mother has them too. She has terrible nightmares. She's having a very hard time.
I know.
You know, Anna, you and I, we've always understood each other. You
You taught me something the first day we got here.
Me?
You remember when we arrived, how your mother and Margot, how they were numb, they couldn't move? And me, well, I was sick with worry. But you danced around calling it an adventure. You showed me you could escape. And now, when I read my Dickens, it takes me to another world. And in that world, we're all safe. You have something else on it? You have a diary. You're lucky.
Lucky?
You can write. You can put all your thoughts, all your feelings on paper.
Shem Shalom Tov Racha En Boshet Rachim Olano Vokol Yesrolam Shem Shalom Tov Racha En Boshet Rachim Olano Vokol Yesrolam
Tonight, after the radio broadcast, Tim asked what would be the first thing we'd do once we were liberated. I'd be so thrilled, I wouldn't know where to begin. I long to be back in school with my friends, ride a bike, whistle, laugh so hard it hurts. I wonder if anyone will ever not think about whether I'm Jewish. Just a young girl badly in need of some good, plain fun. Marhot said,
I want to go dancing. Learn the latest step and fly all over the room in a new pair of dancing shoes.
I'd love to go to a movie, a western, if they ever decide to let us in again.
I'm longing for a real cup of coffee with cream and sugar. No, a whole pot full. A bath, a hot bath, in a bathtub, luxuriating for hours. And then Pootie comes in and scrubs my back.
and Pootie said,
Cricket! First thing out of here, I'm going to Burkoff's for the cricket.
Oh, my Charlotte. Just to look at her, and listen to her for hours.
You know what I want? I want to pack a picnic lunch and take my family to the seashore for the whole day.
What a beautiful menorah, Mr. Von Dot.
Oh, thank you.
Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Amen.
That was very moving.
It's not over yet. There's still the song.
Not this year, honey.
And no latkes either.
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh, I make the best latkes you ever put your into your mouth.
I can't bear.
Invite us next year.
What's in there, darling?
Presents. From our hope. Read it out loud. You never lose your temper. You never will I fear. You're just so good, but if you should, put all your crosswords in. A new crossword puzzle book. It's not new. It's yours. I wrote it out. But if you wait a while and forget, you can do it all over again. Oh, it's wonderful. For Mrs. Von Don.
Oh, Anna, it's beautiful. What's in it?
Shampoo. I took all the tiny pieces of soap and mixed it with the last of my toilet water.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you.
For Mr. Von Don, this is something you want more than anything in the world.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't bear it any longer. Oh, it's a cigarette.
Pam found some old pipe tobacco in the pocket lining of his coat and we made it. Well, Pam did. But it's real tobacco, I promise.
We'll see. Thank you. I mean it truly.
For Mother,
Here's an IOU. I promise to pay 10 hours of doing whatever you say.
Oh,
10 hours? Boy, I wish I had a little slip of that paper. You wouldn't consider selling it, would you, Mrs. Farmer?
Never. It's the best present I've ever had.
for Pam,
Anna, you weren't supposed to get me anything. Oh, Anna.
I made it out of little bits of wool I found. I knitted it in the dark after I got in bed. No one helped me, not even Mother, not even Marhope. But I'm afraid it looks better in the dark.
I think it looks wonderful, Anna.
Yeah, you'd have to keeping me out half the night writing in that diary of hers.
I shall treasure it forever.
Small presents.
For Mushi? Oh, Anna, the ribbons from your ballet shoes.
on behalf of Mushi, thank you. It's very sweet of you, Anna.
And from Miss Quack Quack.
Oh, what is it? Now you're sure nothing's gonna jump out and bite me, right?
It's a razor. Meat bought it. And he really does need one now.
What for?
Look at his upper lip. There's something growing there.
Put a little milk on it, let the cat lick it up.
Think you're funny, do you? Well, I like it. Thank you, Anna.
And last, but never least, my roommate, Mr. Diesel.
Let's see. You got something from me? Capsules. Not poison, I hope.
Earplugs, so you won't hear me thrashing around at night. Go on, try them, see if they work. Ready?
What?
Are you ready?
God! Don't inside my head! Seriously, help me! Come on! No, help me! Help! I was just kidding.
All right.
Thank you, honey.
They're so lovely.
This is a real Hanukkah, yeah.
This was all Anna's idea.
Oh,
Very good.
thank you, Anna.
One last thing.
What?
One present. Just one.
Good Lord! Show us!
For you, Mother. For tonight.
Oh, it's all wrapped.
The music box. How did you...
I saved it for you. I didn't know if we'd be here till Hanukkah, so I brought it just in case.
This goes all the way back to my great-grandmother. Your father's an angel for saving it.
What an angel.
Why didn't you save anything of mine?
I saved you, didn't I?
Here, listen.
listen to me.
We're not doing it for you, Dussel. I'm just tired of them damn fleas. Out he goes.
Mr. Baldon, you can't do that. That's Pater's cat. Pater loves that cat.
If he goes, I go.
So go, go.
Just a minute. Nobody's going anywhere. Peter, put that towel away. Mr. Dussel, sit down. This is Hanukkah, a time for celebration. Girls, sing the song.
The
song.
The song, girls. The song. They've gone.
Who was it? The Gestapo?
Oh, come on. If it was the Gestapo, they'd be up here by now.
Maybe it was a thief.
We've got to do something.
There's nothing to do.
I'm gonna go down and check.
Pooty, let's get our money. Where's our money? We can buy them off. Till they drag us away, we have to do something.
Oh, will you keep still?
Someone get Papa!
I'll go.
Quiet. You sit down. Everyone, quiet. Oh.
It was a thief. We're safe now. The danger's past.
How do you know?
He took the cash box. Left in such a hurry, left the front door wide open. We're safe now. It's all right.
Maybe, but we're in even greater danger now.
Mr. Dussel, please.
Now somebody knows we're up here.
Why are you pointing at him? It was an accident. It could have happened to any one of us.
What are you trying to say? The robber's going to go to the police and say, hey, last night, while I was robbing a place, I heard some noise upstairs. You think that's going to happen?
Yes, I do.
I think you're crazy.
I think one day he's gonna get caught. When he gets caught, he's gonna try and make a bargain with the police. Perhaps they'll let him go. Maybe they'll even reward him 7.5 guilders a Jew.
We can't stay here anymore, Papa. Let's go. Let's just go.
Go?
Where would we go?
Into the streets?
No one's going anywhere. If we panic, we're lost. We've survived here for 6 months together. We're going on. Anna, more hope. The song, please.
Sometimes I see myself alone in a dungeon, without father and mother, or I'm roaming the streets, or the annex is on fire.
Almost done, Mrs. Van Daan. You can hold on a little longer.
Oh, how can I? You're killing me.
Perhaps if you'd stop complaining, I could finish sooner.
All right, I'll try.
Mrs. Van Daan, please, come on. You got my instrument stuck in your tooth. Stop moving. You're making it go in even further.
There, look, I got it out.
I'm lucky. I've been healthy. In fact, I've been growing. So much that I can't even fit into my own clothes anymore, not to speak of anything else. And there's another change, something inside. Each time I get my period, and it's only been 3 times, I feel that, despite the pain, I have a sweet secret. And I long for the time I'll feel that secret again. Sometimes, as I lie in bed at night, I feel a terrible urge to touch my breasts and listen to the beating of my heart. Once, when I spent the night at Yoki's, I could no longer restrain my curiosity about her body, which she's always kept hidden from me. I asked if, as proof of our friendship, we could touch each other's breasts. She refused. I also had the terrible desire to kiss her, which I did. Each time I see a female nude, such as the Venus in my art history book, I go into ecstasy. Sometimes they're so exquisite I struggle to hold back my tears. And there's something else. Peter, every time he looks at me with those eyes.
Happy New Year, Pete.
Happy New Year, Mr. Frog.
You really should have a say yourself. We'd love that you come.
Me,
Nate, wonder if you mind taking this letter. It's for Charlotte. For New Year?
Of course. Feeling any better, Marco?
a little.
Well, maybe this will make you feel better yet.
Oh, the cake! Woody, the cake!
Cake? Cake? I'll get the knife.
Is that your special spice cake, me?
It is your favorite.
Everyone's favorite meat.
Spice cake, what a treat. You must have used up all of your rations for the week.
Look at how lovely it says peace in 1944.
Well, last year was peace in 1943.
Well, it has to happen sometime, doesn't it, Mr. Dussel?
Pray that it will.
Here's the knife, Petronella. Now, how many of us are there?
Oh, none for me, thank you.
Oh, that leaves 7.
Me if you must.
8. The number's 8. It always is.
Ah, took for granted Marco couldn't have any.
Why not?
I don't think a piece of spice cake would hurt her.
I don't want her to start coughing again like last week. Ah, 8. All right, 8.
But please, Mrs. Frunk should divide the cake. Mrs. Frunk divides things a little better.
What are you saying? Don't I divide things equally?
Yes. Everybody always gets exactly the same except for Mr. Van Daan. He always seems to get a little bit more.
Now, just a minute.
Please, please. Me. You see how the hell spice cake goes to our heads?
Here, Miss Front. You cut.
I can't wait to taste it. It smells so good. Are you sure you won't have some? Sure.
Me, Jan is lucky to have a woman who can bake like this.
Jan! Tell us about Jan.
Well, Jan is taking me to a party tonight.
Party, me remember everything, so you can tell us about it tomorrow. Everyone you dance with.
Jan! Only with Jan. But there is something I almost forgot. Something else. For someone.
Me.
Oh, open it. What is it? I can't take the suspense.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Careful. All grown up and ready for Hollywood.
You enjoy them, Anna, and I'll be sure to give you a full report tomorrow.
Me. There's something I'd like you to do for me.
Oh? What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
What is it?
He wants to sell her a fur coat.
No, Pootie. Don't do this to me. This is my coat. My father gave me this coat. I've had this coat for 17 years. You have no right. Don't you dare. Let go.
You have to give it up.
Let go of it. Please.
You can't hold on to a fur coat when we have people in such desperate need of warmer clothing. Besides, we're broke. We've been running out of money for months. I have to sell it.
Mrs. Fogg?
Me, I remember when a new year was something to look forward to.
Mrs. Fogg, we mustn't give up hope.
There's no hope to be had. I know that. I knew it the night that Hitler came to power. And that voice came screaming over the radio. I just sat there, paralyzed. And now, in London, what is the Dutch Queen doing? What are they all doing? The trains are still leaving. Why don't they bomb the tracks? I can't talk about this with the others.
I understand.
I know they're all making plans and counting down the days until the war is over. I have to tell you, sometimes I think the end will never come. And sometimes I just want to give myself up.
Forgive me, Mrs. Fogg, but you must take it more easy. They need you. The children need you.
I'm ashamed to feel this way. I know that you and Mr. Collar have it just as hard.
No, Mrs. Fogg, we don't.
Thank you for listening.
Maman, c'est pas si bête.
France, monsieur, c'est France, français. C'est que vous ne faites pas.
What?
C'est que vous ne faites pas.
You go too fast.
Oui, j'essaie.
Just say, I know that one.
Bon, continue. La page suivante, s'il vous plaît.
I just don't understand it. I would never have done anything like that to you.
The coat was 17 years old, for God's sake. Those skins had definitely seen their day.
That's not the point, and you know it.
Oh, God, here we go again. I know we need the money. I know we have no money. Can you get that through your head?
Don't talk to her like that.
You never understood anything.
Please, not again.
That coat was the last thing. A whole world gone.
You've still got us.
My father gave me that coat. You took away the very last memory I have of him.
Gosh, do we have to hear about your father again? If it wasn't for your father, the fur coat, the apartment, and all of our damn possessions, we'd be in America by now.
Oh, it wasn't just me. It was you
I
too.
only stayed because of you. Believe me, I knew which way the wind was blowing.
You always know everything.
Mother, please, stop.
Your mother will never listen.
If I could just
shouldn't have said that, Mother.
What?
You hurt her feelings.
Well, fine. I apologize to everyone.
You left this.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for what happened there. I wish you could have said something, but they make me so... I can't stand it when they... Sometimes I wish I didn't belong to them at all. I just hope I never turn out like that.
You won't. I know it.
I can't. What if I'm like him?
You're not. Believe me.
All I can say is, if it wasn't for you, I mean, you're always big help to me.
I am? How?
When you're cheerful, it keeps me from being depressed.
I'm not always so cheerful, you know, on the inside.
Really?
It's hard. If you want to cry or something, there's nowhere to go.
It's easier for me, I guess, if there's a fight, you know, with my parents. I can just duck into my room.
I feel like you have a room of your own.
Well, at least you can talk to your parents.
Not really. I can't discuss anything serious with Mother. She just doesn't understand. I don't think you can really be intimate with someone if they're holding something back. But I can talk about anything with Father, except Mother.
I think your father's terrific.
He likes you too.
Think so?
I can tell from the little things he says. It's funny, isn't it?
What?
Well, we've been here almost a year and a half, and this is the first time we've ever really talked.
I know what you mean.
You know something, Peter?
What?
I've never had a friend. Somebody who could confide in.
Me neither. Smile for me?
Why?
You have dimples when you smile.
Dimples. The only mark of beauty I possess.
That's not true. You're pretty.
Me?
Yes.
What is it tonight?
Don't ask.
I have to be prepared.
Oh, God, not this again. Pickles, kale, and rotten potatoes for weeks.
Something wrong, Mr. Dussel? You try cooking for a change instead of insulting my wife.
I think you guys feel very well, Miss Mondom. I don't know how you do it.
Mr. Front, always the soul of politeness.
Another night, another miracle.
Careful, Mr. Dussel, we don't want to clog the pipes like last week.
Oh, Cootie, please.
Marco, you take a bite, please.
I'm not hungry.
If she doesn't want it, Peter will eat it.
Just one bite, please.
I can't. I just can't.
A little bird, a smaller bird every night. Marhote, I'm doing the best I can.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Von Tron.
Peter's eating, Anna's eating.
How do you do it, Anna? I don't look at it, pretend it's delicious. Before I know it, it's gone.
Very wise, Monica.
I ate because I'm hungry.
Come on, Marco. Please, you're getting too thin. Please.
She's not the only one. We're all famished.
Will this war ever end?
This war would be over a lot sooner if the damn British would start the invasion.
Please, not tonight.
The British are fighting for their lives as well.
They'll do something when the time is right.
When we're dead and buried, those Germans are mighty strong.
Oh, those Germans are so strong. They're going to win this war. Is that what you're trying to say?
They very well might, if the British don't get moving.
They're moving, for crying out loud. 3,000 tons of bombs dropped on Hamburg last Sunday alone. Isn't that enough for you?
No,
Oh my, how many do you need?
enough so we don't have to worry about going to Poland. Mr. Dussel, hurry!
Mr. Dussel!
God's sake,
Mr. Dussel, the line is forming again.
I think I enjoy spending my life in there.
Mr. Crawler, what is it?
I'm sorry to call at this hour, but something's happened.
What, Mr. Crawler?
I must ask you all, be more careful, more silent.
What's happened?
A man in the storeroom. A few days ago, he asked me, "So what do you hear of Mr. Frank?"
What did you tell him?
I said I'd heard a rumor you'd moved to Switzerland. He said he'd heard that too, but thought perhaps I might know something more. And then today, signing invoices, I looked up and I saw him staring at the bookcase. He said he thought he remembered there was a door there. And then he said he wanted more money. 10 more guilders a month. Blackmail?
10 guilders a month. Very modest blackmail.
That is only the beginning.
Should I give him the money? Should I take a chance on firing him?
Roxy, just pay him the money. Just
Offer him half. We'll find out if it's blackmail or not.
All right. But listen, maybe he knows nothing. It's getting more dangerous out there every day. And no one is to be trusted. No one. You must be quiet. Quiet. I'll offer him half. We'll hope for the best.
Thank you, Mr. Caller.
Mother, please don't be upset. I can't bear it. Seeing you this way.
I'll be all right, Anna. Go back to supper.
I'd rather stay here with you.
And now from London, a message from the Dutch Minister of Education, Mr. Gerrit Bolkestein.
them on the basis of official documents alone. If our descendants are to understand what we as nation have endured during these years, we need simple, everyday pieces. A diary, letters from a forced laborer in Germany.
I can't believe it. Did he just say a diary? I'll start revising it tomorrow. Maybe I can even publish a novel one day. A secret annex. Based on my diary. Unless you write yourself, you can't know how wonderful it is. When I write, I shake up all my cares. But I want to achieve more than that. I want to bring enjoyment to all people, even those I've never met. I want to go on living even after my death.
Anton, please go to me and get your sister. I've been waiting here for almost half an hour.
Mr. Dussel's getting awfully impatient over there. Let him. I'm always waiting for him. Are you going up to the attic again? With Pater? You've already spent so much time up there today. I went up exactly twice. Once to practice French together, and once to fetch the potatoes for supper. But, you know Mrs. Von Dawn. She's gone common for every little thing. She can't help herself. It's in her nature. And I don't think it's Miss Von Dawn you're upset about. I'm not upset. You're not jealous of Pater and me? I'd be insanely jealous if I were you instead of me. Yes, I imagine you would be, but I'm not. Aren't you, Margot? Tell the truth. Who wouldn't want to have someone to visit every night and have deep, serious conversations with, and who knows what else? Yes, I'm jealous, but not of you and Pater. I just wish I had someone of my own. I'm glad you have someone. You mean it? I want you to have a good time tonight. Every night. You've already missed out on so much here. Oh, Margot, you're such a generous person. There's nothing to be jealous of anyway. We never do anything. He hasn't even kissed me. The kiss will come. I'm not sure I want it to. Oh, you do. I know you. You can't help yourself. It's in your nature. Wait. Let me fix your hair. There. Now you're ready.
Soon I'll be quiet and go into my room.
Our room, dear Mr. Dussel. And yes, you may return.
Thank you so much.
You're ever so welcome.
Anna, again? Again. And just look at her.
Children like to tell us that they have secrets. The attic's the only place they can talk.
It's cold in the attic. You better bundle up. In my day, it was the boys who went to the girls.
Give them some space, Miss Von Dawn.
Space? That's not what they used to call it in my day.
I think we have a little romance developing in our little annex.
I think if we're here much longer, we'll have a little annex wedding.
Frankly, I'm sick of all this stupid chatter.
Anna, don't forget to be down by 9.
They're so old-fashioned. I guess they don't realize how much more advanced we are.
You look nice.
Really?
I like shoes. I've always liked shoes.
Meat always does everything just right.
She likes you a lot.
I love her, but I hate having to ask for absolutely everything. Doesn't it make you miserable to be so dependent on people?
I'm not miserable anymore. I mean, even bumping into you on the stairs, sometimes I feel
the same.
you've changed. I used to think you were a real pain in the neck.
My life before seemed so unreal. Nothing to do with who I am now. I see myself then as an utterly superficial girl. I wouldn't go back to being her for the world.
You sure know a lot about yourself. I guess it comes from all that writing you do.
If I didn't, write what I think, what I feel, I'd suffocate. I want to be a real writer one day. I know I can write. I'm my harshest critic, but who knows if I really have talent or not. What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. Some job that doesn't require much brains. Maybe if I had your drive.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's true. I'm a complete idiot.
You're too hard on yourself.
I didn't have much going for me on the outside.
But don't you miss? Oh, Peter, I miss so much. Sometimes I dream I'm back in our old apartment. I wake up and wonder, why can't I run outside? Oh, you can see the moon from here, just like you said. Look at our attic, the moonlight coming in.
Are you cold?
No? Well, maybe a little.
Here.
Peter, have you ever kissed a girl?
Once, I guess.
You have? When?
It wasn't a big deal or anything.
Tell me.
At my birthday party, I was blindfolded. I don't even know who the girl was.
There's nothing wrong with being kissed, though I'm sure Marhope would never kiss a boy unless you're engaged to him. And I know my mother never touched a man before she met him. My girlfriends would say, Anna, how shocking. Who cares what they'd say? Everything's different now. Here.
You called it our attic before. Do you really think it's ours?
I do.
You won't let them stop me from coming here?
No, I promise. Maybe I'll bring one of my stories and read it to you sometime.
You'll come tomorrow night?
If you want me to.
I do.
It's 9:05!
I will then.
Will be cleansed of Jews between April 1st and May 1st. The provinces of North and South Holland, including Amsterdam, immediately thereafter. A faster pace evacuating the Jews will begin as we move them by train not once, but twice a week, transporting 12,000 Jews a month. This is dirty work, but a mission of great historical importance. When not a single Jew remains in the Netherlands, people will again walk freely in the streets.
I don't believe this! The bread! He's stealing the bread!
No, no, Wyatt! Herman! God's sake!
What's happening? Your husband stealing our bread! Prudy! That can't be!
Never before, never before!
I don't believe you. If he's done it once, he'll do it again. Every day I watch the children
Edith, please.
Mama, it's only one piece of bread.
Here.
I want him to go. Go? Go where? Anywhere. You
It
could
would
have...
be impossible for them to...
Yes. There are other hiding places. Maybe we'll find him something. And don't worry about the money. I will find the money.
I know how upset you've been these past few days.
That has nothing to do with it.
You can't throw Peter out. He hasn't done anything.
Peter can stay.
I wouldn't feel right without my parents.
Please, Mother, they'd be killed on the street. Honest, right, you can't send them away.
They can stay until Meat finds them a place. But we're switching routes. I don't want you anywhere near the food.
You know what? Let's divide the food up right now.
We're not going to divide up some rotten potatoes, Mr. Dussel.
Edith, it can happen to any one of us. I'm certain it won't happen again, though.
Mr. Dussel.
Serious. Mr. Frank.
Mr. Dussel.
Mrs. Frank.
Stop. Please, Mr. Dussel. No more.
Mrs. Fanon.
No more, please. I can't
All
bear it.
So,
All that's happening.
Enough!
Peter.
Mr. Dussel! Bravo! Everyone, back in your rooms! Edith, come! Mr. Dussel, Dennis can wait. I said let him wait! Me, at this hour.
Everyone, the most wonderful, the most incredible news.
What's happened?
The invasion has begun. Did you hear me? The invasion! It's happening right now. Oh, you can feel the excitement in the streets. I ran to tell you before the workmen got here. This is it. They've landed on the coast of Normandy.
What did I tell you?
British?
British, Americans, everyone. More than 4,000 ships. Look, I brought them out.
What?
Here, Cherbourg, the first city. They're fighting for it now.
Hey, and how long is it going to take from Normandy to the Netherlands?
For over a year, we prayed for this moment.
Cherbourg, Cayenne, Point l'Evêque, Paris, and then Amsterdam.
Harlan! Did you hear? We're going to be free soon!
People of Western Europe.
Listen, that's General Eisenhower!
Troops of the Allied Expeditionary Force. This landing is part of the concerted United Nations plans for the liberation of Europe, made in conjunction with our great Russian allies. I have this message for all of you. Although the initial assault may not have been made in your own country, the hour of your liberation is approaching.
Can you believe it? We could be going home. I don't even know what home would be like anymore. I can't imagine it. We've been away for so long. I can imagine it. I can imagine every detail. The sky, to walk along the canal, to everything. I'm afraid to let myself think about it. To have a real meal. It doesn't seem possible. Will anything ever taste the same or look the same? I don't know if anything will ever be the same. How can we go back, really? You know what I've decided? To be a nurse for newborns. Go far, far away. How far? I don't know, maybe to Palestine. And maybe you'll go back to school in October. September even. Oh, wouldn't that be something, Monica?
Pootie. Oh, Pootie. You know, I've been thinking, I'm just remembering about that first time we met, and you were one of those bees buzzing around this honeycomb. dances were even better than your laughter. The ferryman spent so much time watching us, he went off course. And when we got off, you were ravenous. And you made that restaurant open its doors. And you went in, and we ordered nearly everything on that menu. And the waiter said, "Oh, what an appetite! That man of yours, he sure can eat." Pootie, I promise you, one day soon, I'm going to take you back on that ferry. And I'm going to make you all your favorite foods. Sauerbraten with red cabbage.
Oh.
Latkes with your cherished applesauce. And then we're going to go to Bearcock's. And we'll get some cream cakes. But until then, Pootie, if you're hungry, you hold on to me. You just hold on to me.
Just as I was falling asleep, Connolly appeared before me, dressed in rags, her face thin and worn. She looked at me with such sadness in her eyes, I could read the message in them. "Oh, Anna, why have you deserted me? Help me, rescue me from this hell. Oh, if only I could. Oh, Connolly, why have you been chosen to die and me to live? Are you even still alive? I promise if you ever return, I'll take you in, share everything I have with you. I keep seeing you, keep seeing your enormous eyes, keep seeing myself in your place. You're a reminder of what my fate might have been. What will we do if we're... No, I mustn't write that down. But the question won't go away. It looms before me in absolute, total horror.
you one thing. When we get out of here, I'm gonna make sure no one knows I'm Jewish.
What?
I'm serious. Life would be a whole lot easier if I were Christian.
You mean you'd be baptized?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'd never turn away from who I am. I couldn't. Don't you know you'll always be Jewish in your soul?
I've never seen anything stop you from talking before.
It's a wonder I haven't abandoned all my absurd, impractical. Yet I cling to them because I still believe, in spite of everything, people are truly good at heart. It's utterly impossible to build my life on foundation and fear. I see the world transformed by the wilderness. And it will approach under which will destroy us too.
Vesterbork. Baron Heath. Wooden towers where our jailers stand guard. Thousands of flies covered the walls. The 8 of us, crammed in the barrack 67, betrayed. We never know by whom. Our last days on Dutch soil. Our last days. Peter and Anna walking hand in hand between the barracks and barbed wire. Edith, worrying about the children. Washing underclothing in murky water. No. Margot. Oh, Margot. Staring at nothing. Silent. red soil. Late August, Paris freed, Brussels, Antwerp. But for us, it is too late. Tuesday, September 3rd, 1944. 1,000 of us herded into cattle cars. The last transport to leave Westerbork for the extermination camp. The train, 3 days, 3 nights. On the third night, Auschwitz. Separation, men from women. Edith, Marco, Anna, my family. Never again. One day, Peter and I see a group of men march away. His father among them. Gasped. Peter, on the death march to Mauthausen, dead 3 days before the British arrived. His mother, Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen, Buchenwald, Theresienstadt, date of death unknown. Mr. Dussel dies in Nuremberg. January 27th, 1945. I'm free from Auschwitz. I know nothing of aid to the children. And then I learned. Edith died in Birkenau. Of grief, hunger, exhaustion. Winter 45, typhus breaks out. Bergen-Belsen killing thousands of prisoners. Marco among them. Marco. On his friend Ottilie sees Anna through the barbed wire. She's crying. Oh no. She's naked. Her head shaved. She's covered with lime. She cried. I have no one anymore.
unexpected experience for someone like me. Not only because I've never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on, neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musing of a 13-year-old girl.
Laat maar, ik wil goed schrijven.
Не учи Ивана, što mi to než se dokážu vysvětlit.
Přestrašená jsem, za to se nemohu nájít naše skrivené město, takže nezopad. Algunas veces pienso que Dios me está probando hoy y en el futuro.
Ben iyi insan olmam lazım, yardım istemem ve inşallah sonunda iyi olsun.
E più che mai ho fallito a raggiungere l'obiettivo.
Je sais ceci et chaque jour je me résous de faire mieux. Ako ovo se desi, ja svima imam dobre vino.
Carlo puedo ir para confort.
Og jeg har en enda større trengsel for å få uttrykt meg selv. Håp for slutt på krigen, håp for fred.
Hvem andre enn meg kommer noen gang til å lese disse brevene?
En Hoffnung für den Ende den Kriegen und eine Hoffnung für Frieden.
Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I'm not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference.
that she has not touched, that she has not helped us. I know Leah can account that she has been
like one of the biggest helps. She'll do makeup, she'll do props, she'll do lights. You can find her name in the program 1,000 times. She is amazing, and unfortunately, she is leaving for Florida here next month.